We're excited to be here celebrating the anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act.
If you or someone you know has a print disability, can't read standard print because of a visual, physical, or reading disability, you qualify for this service. You don't have to have a KDL library card to qualify. We of course really want you to have a KDL library card, but it is not required, and we send accessible materials directly to your house in the mail for free.
We're an organization that works to empower people with disabilities to learn, grow, and celebrate through the arts. And our Creative Cube is our mobile art studio. This is just one of the many ways that we make art with everybody in our community. We feel really strongly that art builds connections, it builds skills, all arts, all abilities, and all people.
We're here with the Children's Special Healthcare Services Program of Kent County, and we are happy to be celebrating the Americans with Disabilities Act.
So inside the gym, there are many community organizations. Let's go chat with a few.
We're sharing all things museum, but what we're really talking about as well is that we are doing a low sensory Sunday program. We'll have one more in 2024 in December, and then in 2025 we're launching that program the second Sunday of every month, which is a great way for people to come into an inclusive environment and enjoy the museum.
Comprehensive Therapy Center provides social emotional support, speech therapy, and occupational therapy.
We're here today at the Special Olympics Inclusion Center with Disability Advocates of Kent County celebrating the 34th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act. This crucial law was signed by President George H.W. Bush and had the line, "Let the shameful walls of exclusion finally come tumbling down." Now, the ADA is not perfect. It is a fantastic law that has changed my life and the lives of many others. There's still ways we can improve, and we're celebrating where we've come from, but we're also gathered up together to figure out how we as a community can push towards 2.0.
Yeah, well, so as disability advocates, when we planned to come here at the Special Olympics Inclusion Center, we designed the Home Accessibility Center to be a place for people with disabilities to come and check things out, and for students to come and learn what does it mean for inclusive design. So it is that space, that workshop to get real live hands-on experience.
We have a class of students that were learning all about accessible residential design. And so we brought the students right to the Accessibility Center with their client, a real life client, and they were able to watch him interact with the space and all of the accessible design features and measure him and actually interview him. And then implement their findings into their projects.
This was my final project from my sophomore year. We were designing a home for a quadriplegic man, so everything had to be fully accessible, so we learned how to make everything fully accessible for him in the best way that would suit his needs.
Me and Lauren were on the same year and we had the same assignment, but as for my project, the scope that I decided to go with was for Chance, the quadriplegic man. I wanted him to have his own privacy within his home, and not only him but his caretaker Mason, which is his brother.
Oasis Community of West Michigan was started by a group of parents of young adults with disabilities, and a few years later we are offering activities for both parents and young adults. We're also providing support for adults with disabilities who are living independently in the community.